Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I am just trying to eat some lunch and shovel it in and then get back to work. But I wanted to update you on just what is happening with our Diamondback Career Connections program. First, I've met with kids yesterday, which was Tuesday, today, and I'll meet with another group on Thursday. And I have to tell you, every kid is extremely excited about this program and taking it extremely serious. So that is exciting because we know that we've developed the buy-in from our kiddos. So after some conversations that Eric and I had, we really saw that there was a need, which I knew this from the beginning, and I don't know why I didn't do this, but we needed to set expectations regarding how we acted and operated in our groups just with each other. So the kids and I have really talked about what does it mean to be professional. One, we treat everyone as equals. We're respectful in our language. We are equitable. We are inclusive. We make sure that we engage in the conversations, that we truly participate in the dialogue that you have with your group of kids and when they have the conversations with one another, as well as with me. So that engagement is extremely important and we're extremely intentional. Also, the part is that I have had to issue some homework for them to do, and I'll explain why in just a second. But we have developed our Diamondback Career Connections expectations, which I do think will help us in creating criteria for our scholarships. So I think there's a roadmap laid for us there. Now, as far as conversations this week, I want to keep you up to date on what those look like. We did talk about a social media scrub. So looking at pictures, are they all appropriate that we post on our social? If not, maybe we need to take them off. And so they are doing that this week. The other thing that they're working on is FAFSA. So we know back in the day, you had to fill out this financial aid form to access money, grants, scholarships for colleges. Now, colleges won't even look at you without completing the FAFSA. So it doesn't matter whether your parents have millions of dollars or not, you have to complete the FAFSA. There's a couple of conversations with that we'll go into. Before we even can get to the FAFSA, you have to create an FSA ID that then gets the key unlocked to the FAFSA form. A lot of our kids haven't done that. So one of the things that they have to do is get their FSA ID, and then they have to collect all these documents from their parents to fill out the FAFSA form. So essentially, FAFSA is pretty complicated, and it's like doing your taxes, except it's an 18-year-old trying to do their taxes. It's insane. So they have to have their parents' social. They have to have W-9s from the past 2 years. They have to have just all forms of documentation. So we have given them that list, and they have to collect that. On January 30th at Legacy High, there is a FAFSA night, and we have encouraged all kids to attend. That's in our cohort that have not completed the FAFSA. 99% of them have not. With that, they have information that they have to complete that is sent to their email confirming their submission. There's also information that the parent has to complete. A lot of parents that are undocumented get extremely fearful about doing that. And so we've had to kind of talk to the kids that that is not something that happens, that this information is protected. It is solely about the child. But they do need this information just in regards to income to then determine scholarships, grants, free money that's out there, and then loans. So those are all things that we are working to complete. They have, with the resources and the help that we have provided and are providing, they have till February 7th. Their deadline to get this done, FAFSA, is February 7th. I've given them my phone number so they can text me. They can text or contact Mrs. Leeper over at Legacy High if they have any questions, concerns, and we will get them the help that they need. I told them, not that I'm an expert. I'm not an expert at all, but I'm willing to learn and go step by step with these kids so that we can make sure that that's completed. So that was a big conversation in their 30-minute time with me. The other part is TSI. We remember taking it in college to make sure that we didn't have to take the remedial math or English, because then you had to pay for it and you didn't get the credit, right? Well, kids in high school can take the TSI. It's part of accountability, so high schools really make sure that they take it. But it also is beneficial because the kids don't have to take it after they graduate. We have several kids that have not passed their TSI or have taken the SAT, ACT. We've identified those kids. We will be contacting them. Legacy is opening up the TSI test again for them to do their, it looks like they just need to do a portion of the math or pass the math. So they're going to open up the math section for those kids to do so that we can make sure that we've got TSI completed. So in the next, by the end of the month and February 7th, we're hoping we've got TSI, FSAIDs, and FAFSA done, okay? My goal for you guys is to really work on just building those relationships and guiding them through the fears in transitioning to that next step. One of the things that I think would be awesome, Jason, is if we could get that inventory interest inventory assessment, however you say that, to where kids can really see, okay, what are my interests? And then as mentors, we can look at and investigate with them, or I can, while you guys are talking about your careers, we can discuss that. What careers do they have interest in that actually produce or are connected to a job that they could actually have? If they're wanting to be in the Permian Basin, is there a need for that career? How much money would they make? Those are things that I think our kids would really benefit from starting out in this process. We know this is fast and furious. Thursday, which is tomorrow, you guys are going to be in the multiplayer game room playing around with VR. We've got Chewy's catered. Thank you, Christy, for helping us out. I'll be at Legacy working with our kids. So I will have already been trained on multiplayer and learning how to access that while you guys are getting in. Give me feedback, send me Teams, text, whatever you need so that I know how it went. Bernie will be there to help guide you through that process. I'm really excited. We're just taking those steps to success. Next week, you guys will be at Legacy again with your kids. Remember that, okay? On your assigned day. And your kids are extremely excited. I can't stress that enough. They really have bought in and understand that we are an elite group, and that is an honor to be a part of this project. So with that being said, I hope you're able to watch this while you're walking the dog. Ha ha ha. It's too cold outside. Driving your car, doing something, but able to listen in and get caught up on things, Diamondback Career Connections. I thank you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.